All right. We all set? All right. We're back with the Teed Up podcast. I am Trevor, and followed with me, we got Tom, Jack, and Evan. And like I said before, we're back. We took a bit of a hiatus, but we're gonna revive this thing. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trudging. So with the NFL season coming right around the corner, I think it's the best time to give our predictions for this upcoming NFL season. Starting with the standings predictions, we're going to do award predictions and just things that we think are going to go on in this next NFL season. So without further ado, let's get started.
All right, let's talk about the AFC East. I think Buffalo runs away with the division, but
I have the Bills at 15-2 winning the division.
I have them at 14-3. I don't know if
how about each of us do like our own? Like we'll go like Evan goes first with his like standings for each team, followed by Tom, Jack, and then me, and then we'll just do that by each division.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the AFC, I have Buffalo winning at 14-3, Miami at 10-7, the Patriots coming at 8-9, and the Jets at 7-10. Yeah.
I have the Bills coming in at 15-2, the Dolphins at 10-7, the Pats also at 10-7, and the Jets at 4-13. And only the Bills make the playoffs.
I have Bills and Dolphins making playoffs out of those four rather. Jack, what you got?
The AFC East, I have the Bills going 16-1, only loss being to the Bengals on Monday Night Football. I think they're pretty good, and they have a really easy schedule. I know it might be shocking, but I think the only time they lose is to the Bengals, Week 17 at Cincinnati on Monday night.
16-1, 16-1. That is.
We haven't seen that in a long time.
It could happen. The Ravens went 14-2 a few years ago.
The Panthers went 15-1 with Cam Newton.
Yeah, an easy.
Look how that turned out.
Easy schedules get you very far.
If you think the Bills going 16,
from a Cowboys fan,
you're gonna hate mine.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at Trevor right here.
Okay, so coming in last place, no surprise, I got the Jets. I don't know what their record will be. I mean, I'm just gonna freestyle this. Probably like 6-11. I mean, they're gonna be better than last year, but they're still ass. We're not surprised that they're gonna be coming in last. Coming in third, I have the Patriots. I mean, as a Patriots fan, it is tough that they're going to be in third, but they have no secondary. Literally, their only good player on their secondary is Jason McCourty, who is literally so close from being in a retirement home right now. And also they got Jonathan Jones as their third quarterback. As their starting cornerback. Like, I'm pretty concerned with that. But for Devin McCourty, sorry. I was thinking of Jason. My fault about that.
On Good Morning Football making outlandish takes. I forget what it was, but there was one from this morning. It was horrible.
I mean, you should see Gilbert Arenas' takes for the NBA.
Jesus Christ, I've seen them.
Ass.
No, they're awful.
I've seen that. That's painful.
But at second place, I got the Dolphins. I mean, getting acquisitions like Tyreek Hill. They got Teron Armstead. I mean, I feel like they have a better I mean, I don't know, not a better defense, but I think a better secondary than the Patriots. So I feel like I just have a good feeling about the Dolphins. Like, it's a make or break season for them for Tua and things like that. So give me them at second. And by no surprise, give me the Bills in first place.
We agree, but one thing, I don't think the Jets are going to be as bad as we think they are. At least I have them going 7-10. I don't know why. I think Zach Wilson is going to get over his freshman year like shit and kind of break out as soon as he comes back from injury, whether that's week 1 or week 4. But they're going to lose the games we think they're going to lose. They're going to sneak a few wins here, but I think this is going to be one of the more competitive divisions besides Buffalo. Buffalo's running away with the division, but 2, 3, 4 is all up for grabs.
Yeah, I think the Jets will go on a late run later on the season. They have a pretty easy schedule, and I think they can beat teams like the Patriots and the Seahawks, Lions, Dolphins, whoever. Like I just Joe Flacco is going to be starting, I think, early, and even when Zach Wilson comes back, he's going to be injured and inexperienced. So, but I think Zach Wilson's very talented. I like what they have around him, and I think they can make a run when he's healthy.
Yeah, the Jets I don't think are gonna be that bad, but they're still bad. They're losing Mekhi Becton for the entire season. He's out with a knee injury, which sucks. I mean, this dude's a beast when he's on the field. Well, I mean, he's supposed to be a beast when he's on the field, but just injuries are drawing that man back. I mean, it's definitely exciting to see their new running back tandem. They got Brees Hall, and I'm a huge fan of Michael Carter. I like both those guys. So it's going to be a great 1-2 punch in that backfield for them. They got more weapons. I mean, they got Elijah Moore. I was going to say Elijah Mitchell, my fault. And then they just drafted
Davis.
Garrett Wilson too. So, I mean, they definitely and they have CJ Uzoma. So they got some studs. Well, not studs, but like offensive
They got some
weapons
studs.
compared to last year's.
Garrett Wilson's a stud. Elijah Moore's a stud. Brees Hall.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely got some weapons. And also they got Sauce Gardner too. I mean, I'm not expecting much out of him for his rookie season. I mean, we all know that rookie corners aren't the greatest in their first season. Well,
DJ Reed opposite though. It's pretty good.
there's a few outliers, but I mean, we're still waiting on who's the cornerback from the Lions that were drafted like third overall like
Jeff
2 years
Okudah.
ago. Jeff Okudah, thank you. I mean, we're still waiting for that man to like be alive right now. So I mean, it takes a while for cornerbacks to develop in the NFL. It's a weird position. I mean, you can
Yeah.
find talent from them at all different levels of the draft. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how good Sauce Gardner is going to be in the NFL.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
he's going to be great though.
Okuda was like a perfect prospect. I mean, you can't project everything perfect.
Exactly. But I think the Jets do go on a late winning streak. I think they sneak out a win in Minnesota. I think they sneak a win in New England. I even have them sneaking a win against Cleveland week 2. So, I mean, they're going to string together 6 or 7 wins, in my opinion. But as the Jets are going to jet, and they're probably going to put up like 2 wins again. So who knows? But anyways, we move down south into the AFC South. I'll go first again. So I have Indy coming in, winning the division 11-6, Tennessee at 9-8, Jacksonville at 4-13, Houston at a whopping 1-16.
I got Indy at 12-5, Titans 8-9, Jags 3-14, and the Texans also at 1-16.
Win at Jacksonville, or do they like split? Is that what your win is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I have the Colts sweeping the division and going 9-8. So nothing impressive.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard to gauge. New quarterback again, and questionable receiver. I mean, Pittman's going to do his thing. The defense is still solid. It's going to be them in Tennessee for the top, and Jacksonville and Houston for the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor and a good old line will lead a good rushing attack, but like Matt Ryan's old. He's not. He wasn't even special in his prime, even though he did win an MVP. I mean, he wasn't special. He was never elite. But Pittman's
Evan, you gonna take that?
Yeah,
never did anything elite. I mean, he's like a Mac Jones with like all world like
Elite?
options. And
Let's-
Devontae Freeman in his prime.
Let's not talk about how this man won MVP. And I mean, if he literally won the Super Bowl, we'd be thinking of Matt Ryan in a completely different light. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
but we still know that he's not a game changer.
He's going to be a Hall of
Yeah.
Fame quarterback by the time his career ends.
Yeah,
That's
probably. But
facts.
I mean, he had Julio Jones his entire career, made it pretty easy.
I mean, okay, all right. Moving on, Trevor, what do you got?
Coming in last place, I got the Houston Texans. Coming in third, I got the Tennessee Titans. Coming in second, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. And at 1, I got the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
Now, I know
Yeah, I wanna
what
hear
you
this.
guys are going to be thinking. the Jaguars at 2. It's crazy, but I mean, they have Trevor Lawrence, who, I mean, he's entering his second
Sucked last
season, but I mean, his receivers were, that entire, well, it's Urban Meyer. Let's be real. I mean,
Okay.
it was a rough rookie season for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, to be fair, he got like the worst coach possible in the NFL. I mean, there was a lot of things that made his rookie season go bad, but I mean, they got guys like Christian Kirk there. They got more weapons, I guess you can say. I mean, sure, Christian Kirk got overpaid, but I mean, he's definitely better than the receivers he had last year. I mean, their defense, just like that, got a lot better. I mean, adding a guy like Trayvon Walker, I like Devin Lloyd. I mean, those guys are going to be real game changers. And I feel like the Tennessee Titans they're going to slip a lot. I mean, they lost AJ Brown. They lost a bunch, like their offense isn't going to do the same damage as they did last year. I mean, their best receiver now is Robert Woods, who's coming off a torn ACL, and Treylon Burks, who we don't know about that much. Like, I mean, I think he's a solid wide receiver, but I don't think he's going to be like a true like X receiver. I think X. Yeah, I think it's X receiver. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
I just feel like this is gonna be. I feel like with the Titans, like Tannehill's gonna like start for the majority of the season, but then I think he's gonna end up sucking, and then Malik Willis will come in and take over and prove that he will be the starting quarterback for that team.
I thought
I agree.
it's Coral that's out for the season, not Willis.
Yeah, I had Willis as my number 1 QB in the draft, so I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Pickett, but that's like the
Alright.
basic choice.
I like Pickett too, but I think
I
he's
feel
just
like the South's pretty simple. We know who's
South's
winning it,
simple.
which
Let's go
teams making the
somewhere.
playoffs.
Let's go somewhere not that simple. Let's go to the West. I got LA coming in at first at 13-4. Denver at second, also at 13-4. Vegas in third at 12-5, and KC fourth at 9-8.
You
All
have
winning
Kansas City
records.
falling off that hard. That's
It's
crazy.
it's not even falling off. The division got better. Everyone in the division got better except for Kansas City.
Okay, if Dad knows you, let's go with mine. In last place, I have Kansas City at 6-11.
Yeah, that's a little bit egregious,
I have
but
the Broncos going 10-7 in third, the Chargers at 14-3 in second, and I got Vegas going 16-1 in first.
okay.
Wait, did you say
Uh,
Vegas 16-1?
Yeah, wait, give me a
What?
quick second.
You realize that one loss seasons happen like fucking 5 years at a time. Like it doesn't happen this
Oh,
common.
Yeah, wait. Who do you have them losing to?
Oh, tripping.
Let me check.
Because I have them dropping games to New England, Denver, Kansas City, LA, and Arizona. And New England's literally just because it's Belichick versus his assistants. And we all know how that fares.
all due respect, they're not winning 11 games.
Vegas is winning. I got them winning 12, but there's a few that can go either way. I just think the division's going to be a bloodbath.
It is.
Vegas doesn't
good.
have a secondary.
Yeah,
They do not have a secondary.
It's not that bad, I guess. They have Nate Hobbs.
Like Nate Hobbs is
They got
gonna get them to 16-1. Okay.
yeah, no, I agree, but like
No, that's not a 16-win team. I mean, that's a playoff team, definitely. I have them finishing sixth in the AFC and losing to the Baltimore Ravens in the first round, but
bro, Carr's not even gonna be able to get the ball to
Devontae
Adams,
or
Waller,
Renfro.
and
Yeah,
Renfro. like,
the offensive weapons are like very, very good, but it's the defense that's very concerning. I guess the word
And the
is.
running scheme.
Yeah, but that's always been an
Okay.
issue. But they were able to get by fine last year with it.
They have a tough schedule too.
Yeah, especially with the division. Who do you have? Like, I want to know who you have them losing to.
I'm actually looking for it. 'cause
I
can't
have
remember.
Vegas losing to. Well, I have them going 0-6 in the division.
Whoa.
Damn. Okay, that's a little. I have everyone going 3-3.
I have them losing to the the Rams, the 49ers, and
Oh, I had them
One
losing
team.
one game to the Colts.
what's the other team? The Rams.
What about, no, not the Cardinals.
I had them losing once to the Colts.
The Rams, the 49ers.
For the Colts, that's not, I have them beating the, wait, they don't even play the Colts. Oh, yeah, they do, never mind.
I just think
I don't know.
Jonathan Taylor will go off that game.
Yeah, he probably will, but that's that. But that division can go 4 ways, in my opinion. But Kansas City's, I think, is the clear worst team in the division, but that's not saying that they're bad. I think that's just saying that everyone else got better but them.
I have Kansas City at 12-5. Like they're 4-2 without Tyreek Hill during his career. Patrick Mahomes is the most talented quarterback of all time. You can make an argument for other guys, but like he's in that conversation. That's all you need to know. Travis Kelce's one of the best tight ends ever. I know he's a little washed, but I mean the defense is still very solid. They still got fast guys. They added a few guys, Sky Moore and VS. Like I don't see the panic. Even though I have them finishing third behind the Broncos and Chargers. The Chargers at 14-3, Broncos at 13-4.
That's crazy. Y'all are
What do you-
hating on the Chiefs.
I'm not
Y'all are
hating.
really
I'm not
hating.
hating. I'm
I am.
just saying that they're not the best team anymore.
I have them 2 wins out of the 1 seed
I'm
in their
hating on
division
them.
at least.
Yeah, I can tell.
You were
Like-
hating on them last year though. So
I hate on them every year.
Tom's been hating on them.
Yeah.
That's like me with the fucking Clippers.
So move on to the North.
Yeah, I think we can go to the North. Okay, so we're gonna go, I'll do my North real quick. So I say we go, I have Baltimore finishing first at 12-5, Cincinnati in second at 10-7, Cleveland in third at 8-9, and Pittsburgh in last at 6-11. I know that's kind of odd because Tomlin always gets a winning record, but I have him at 6-11.
I have Baltimore winning at 13-4. The Bengals at 12-5. I have the Steelers going 7-10. I have the Browns going 3-14.
Ooh,
Because I do not.
I think the Browns start off like shit, but I think they
I
come
think
back towards
they'll-
the end.
I think there'll be 2 shit to start to make
I
up
think
that
the
all.
Browns go 10-7, 3-3 in the division. I think they're like a pretty average to below average football team without Watson, just because the quarterback's so important and Brissett's not that good. But I mean, I have them winning. Let me see. He comes back week 12. I have them only losing to the Bucs and the Bengals, and then I have them going 5-2 outside of that with Watson. So I have them sneaking into the playoffs at 10-7. And then I have the Bengals at 14-3.
I got the Browns 2-9 before Watson returns. I have them going on a 6-game win streak at the end, beating Cincinnati, Baltimore, New Orleans, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Houston in the return game, which I am very, very excited to see.
All right, for the AFC North, in last place, I'd probably go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then at third, give me the Cleveland Browns. At 2, give me the Cincinnati Bengals, and at 1, give me the Ravens. I feel like with the I'm not going to get into the Deshaun Watson suspension, but I mean, losing him for 11 games, I mean, their season's definitely very limited. 4th place for the Steelers. The reason why I have that is because it's going to be a rebuilding type of year in Pittsburgh. I mean, they have Kenny Pickett like waiting for him to, finally have an opportunity to start. I mean, I know that they have Trubisky starting off right now, but eventually Pickett's going to get the ropes, and that offensive line scares me and things like that. So I don't know. I feel like I'm not too high on the Steelers.
Yeah, that
And
offensive
then-
line, that's brutal. I mean, that's the worst offensive line in football, but I think they can win 7 games. Like their weapons kind of make up for it.
Real
think
quick,
it-
I just want to say we have like 9.5 minutes left in recording time, so we gotta hurry the fuck up.
All right, you're
Okay.
good.
All right, I completely forgot that I didn't do my predictions for the AFC West, so I'll do that real quick. In last place, I got the Denver Broncos. In third place, give me the Raiders. In second place, I have the Chargers. And at first place, I got the Chiefs. I feel like even though, yeah, they lost Tyreek Hill, yeah, Kelsey's getting up there in age. They still have Mahomes, things like that. I feel like their defense and just their draft class over the past 2 years are amazing. So that's why I have them at first. But let's continue to the NFC.
All right, let's go NFC. Someone give me a division. Let's go South let's go North. NFC North. I have Minnesota in first at 11-6, Green Bay in second at 9-8, Detroit in third at 8-9, and Chicago at 2-15 because I think the Bears suck again.
Okay, well, I also have the Bears at 2-15. I have the Lions at 7-10. I have the Vikings at 10-6-1. I threw a tie in there. Oh. And then
Who the fuck ties?
me, I had
What?
a.
You can't predict
How the fuck
ties.
you
Why would
predict
you
that?
pick one?
Who are they
See,
tied to?
All right, no, well, all right, I had predicted a tie so that later on I'd be able to make a joke, but I can't make it anymore. So, because the team I
Bro.
wanted them to tie with did better than I expected. But nah, at winning the NFC North, I got the Packers.
At what record?
Yeah, 16-1.
Okay, with no fucking Devontae. Name 2 receivers on the fucking Packers.
Sammy Watkins, Alan Lazard.
Washed and shit. That's all I gotta say.
Christian Watson.
Shit.
Christian Watson.
Romeo Dubes. Shut up.
Yeah, we had
Very
dudes.
shit. 16-1. Who are they losing to? Because who the fuck? Wait, hold on. I want to see their schedule because I have it pulled up.
Did I have
What
them
the
lose?
fuck? Who do I have them losing to? They're not beating the fucking Bucks. They're not
Oh,
beating.
I had them lose. I had them lose to the Rams.
They'll split the Vikings. They'll split the Lions. They'll lose
No,
the
they
Cowboys,
won't.
Titans, Bills, Rams, and Dolphins.
Oh, well, my predictions are right, so it doesn't
You're
matter.
just biased. I'm not even that biased.
Yeah, well,
I don't have the Falcons going 17-0. Like, why would I do? Like, I can understand that my team is shit.
I just
Okay.
think the Packers are great, and I think they have the best defense in football.
Okay. You have Aaron Rodgers and a great defense. That is you could kind of get by with that, but that's why 9-8 is better.
And a great offensive line.
Okay. Well, you lost one of your coordinators.
It does not matter. Great running back.
Okay. Trevor, let's hear you. I want to hear your input on this.
All
division.
right. In fourth place, I got the Chicago Bears. In third place, I got the Detroit Lions. In second place, I got the Minnesota Vikings. And in first place, I got the Packers. Yeah, sure. Again, this is just like the Chiefs. Yeah, they lost Devontae Adams, but they still got Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. So I think they're going to be fine. They have a great defense, great offensive line, great running scheme. They will be fine. The Minnesota Vikings, I mean, they still have Kirk Cousins as their quarterback. That
Okay,
explains
and
it
he's
enough.
been super solid for the past couple of years. Like, I don't know if you've seen stats, but he's been a very good quarterback.
He is, but will he win the big games? No.
Will he win a playoff game? No, but he'll make the damn playoffs and he'll win the division this year.
He'll go solid like 10-7.
10-7 is fine. Like, I think Minnesota and Green Bay both have good shots, but I think out of the division winners, whoever wins this division is the worst of the 4.
I mean, Detroit, I feel like also Detroit's a sleeper though.
It's a sleeper, but
Yeah.
8
like
and
Detroit
9 is
this
what I
year.
have them going. I have them winning a few sneaky games, but Jack, what do you think about this?
I have the Packers going 13-4. They have the best defense in the NFL, arguably, and the best quarterback in the NFL, arguably. He doesn't make mistakes. He's pretty much perfect, at least in the regular season. I mean, it's the same concerns every year. Devontae Adams misses games all the time. Like, Adams was great, and that was the best duo in the NFL, but Rodgers has done it before Adams, long before Adams even came along. So I don't see the concern. I mean, that defense is not a joke. The running game's still there. The offensive line's there. The coach is there. I mean, Lazard isn't terrible. Like, the receivers they have some solid guys. Christian Watson has potential. I think they'll be just fine in the regular season. I don't think they'll be great in the playoffs, but I think they'll be fine.
Yep, I mean, I feel like Minnesota and Green Bay are always up there, but Green Bay will probably sneak away with the division as much as I don't want them to. Out west, I have the Rams at 12-5. I have the Cardinals at 10-7, along with the Niners, and I have Seattle at, again, 1-16.
Now,
I,
I mean, it's 1-16 still like crazy, but I mean,
One in
like,
16 is
that-
crazy, but I feel like it's like less crazy than 2 16-1 teams, maybe 3 16-1 teams.
that's
And
somewhat.
Seattle has a
Yeah.
really tough schedule.
Yeah,
if
no,
we
it's a
think-
really, really tough schedule.
if we think 1-16 is bad, you're gonna hate mine.
You have 0-17.
Yeah, I have the Seahawks not winning a game.
Okay, I mean, I
That's rough.
honestly don't hate that, but
They have nothing good outside of one of the best safety duos in football, and that's all.
I haven't beaten the Panthers.
And their wide receivers.
Yeah, they have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett.
I'm sorry, it's your DK Metcalf is so good at football. Like what? He's
And
overrated.
their
They have
tight
Noah-
end, they
I forgot
I
about
have
Noah
no
Fan.
receiver.
like they have some guys.
They're not as
season.
bad, but it's just they play a really tough schedule, and I don't really think they win a divisional game.
Yeah, I don't. There's no. I see nothing
They
special.
play the
about that team.
AFC West. They play the Bucks. They
Yeah.
play the Saints.
I also have the Cardinals going 6-11.
Okay, I get that. I don't
I
think
like-
they're going to be as bad as you think, but
I
I have the
don't
Cardinals
think
at
so,
6-11 too.
but I think the best player on the Cardinals this year will be Isaiah Simmons.
okay, I like that. I actually love that take.
He's going to have a great season, and I think also losing Chandler Jones is going to be huge.
Fair enough, yeah.
I still like Kyler Murray to hold that title as the best player, and I think Marquise Brown will hold up. Rondell Moore will get a lot of opportunities.
Hopkins is gonna come back.
I just don't
Uh,
think.
James Conner in the backfield. The
Yeah, I
defense
don't-
is very good. I mean, nothing's very
I
inspiring.
don't like.
about
I just
Arizona,
don't really
but
trust that team. You know what I mean?
Kyler Murray's still there to win some games. He's not
I have
gonna
the-
be great, but like the team's not gonna be great because of him. But they'll win some games. They'll be competitive. He'll put up stats.
I have the 49ers going 7-10 because I think like they'll be competitive enough to be in like that floating of 500 range, but I just think they're gonna commit to Trey Lance very early, and I don't think he'll show out as much as people want him to.
I
don't
go
think
back
so
and
either.
forth on Lance. I mean, like I didn't like him in the draft process. I don't like him necessarily as a prospect, but in that Kyle Shanahan offense, it's pretty easy. And if you have a big arm and you're accurate and you know what you're doing and you're mobile, I mean, Trey Lance, I think he's gonna be really good in that offense.
And I think if they stay healthy too, it's gonna be like tough. But I have the Rams winning it at 14-30.
What about Trevor? What do you think?
No, I feel like this is the toughest division to predict because I mean, 3 of the 4 have contention of being the winner of the division. But I mean, the obvious pick is the Seahawks in last. I mean, Geno Smith is their quarterback, so I mean, let's just move on. But in third place, I'm gonna go with 49ers. I feel like Trey Lance is gonna have a tough sophomore season. I feel like they're gonna jump the gun a little bit and they're gonna end up having to rely on Jimmy Garoppolo. I just feel like it's gonna be an awkward mess over there, somewhat like how they did it with Tua in Miami a few years ago. But even last year, as a matter of fact. But coming in second place, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, and then at first, I'm gonna go with the Rams. The Rams are still extremely talented, and I feel like the Cardinals. I mean, they still have Kyler Murray. I mean, Kyler Murray's going to salvage their season until Hopkins comes back. And yeah, sure, they lost Chandler Jones, but I mean, they got Budda Baker, they got Isaiah Simmons. They have a pretty good secondary as long as they got guys on the edge to, get a few sacks here and there and withstand pressure. They should be good.
I agree. I mean, LA, I think is going to win. I think they have another shot at the Super Bowl, but
I don't think they're
I-
still that great though. Like I don't
no,
think
I
they're
mean,
going
they
to be a
lost
Super Bowl
Von
team.
Miller to Buffalo, so maybe not. But moving from the West to the East before we go to the South, I have Dallas winning the division at 13-4. Philly at 11-6 in second, Washington at 5-12, and the Giants at 3-14. I think the Giants suck.
I have the Giants in last at 2-15. I got the Eagles going 7-8 and Washington going 8-9, but I have those two teams can like
How the hell you got him
interchange
going 17-8, 7-8?
7-10. I mean,
Oh, you said 7-8. My bad.
I know, my bad. I have that, but I have those two teams like interchanging anywhere between 7-10 and 10-7. Like, I have the Cowboys going 12-4-1. I gave them a tie, hoping they'd end up at 8-1.
Yeah, what about Dallas at 8-1? The
But
hate
yeah,
is
they-
unreal.
They're 12. I have them at 12-4-1.
Would you have Washington?
8-9.
How the hell are they going to win 8 games with Carson Wentz? He's not that good.
I think he'll like be.
I think they have a
them.
decent roster, and I think Carson Wentz is a top 15 QB. So 9
I
8.
don't hate Wentz. I think he'll do
They're a
what Jared
mid
Goff.
team.
I think
They're
him and
such a
Goff will
mid-team.
just be so. Yeah, that's why I have them dead one game under 500.
I mean,
But yeah, I think him and Goff will just be like so like average that it helps the team out.
that's honestly true. What, Jack, your favorite division? Go.
I wonder who he is.
I got the Eagles going 15-2, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so you can't call me crazy. They're really well put together. They
fucking
have a
good.
great
They're
defense, a great
fucking
running
good.
game. Jalen Hurts isn't the best quarterback, but he's like a good weapon at the same time. He puts up a lot of touchdowns on the ground. I have the Cowboys going 13-4. I think they're the same Cowboys. I think they can win games, but the playoffs, I'm not a big believer. Their schedule helps. Dak's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best defenses in the league. And then Washington 9-8, and I have the Giants going 2-15.
Yeah, like these losses record, y'all are crazy going like having them at like 15-2, like 16-1. Nah, that doesn't happen every
I only have
single
one
year.
team at 15-2, and well, I have 2 teams at 1-16, but I think that the NFL is very top heavy this year.
I have two teams at
I think it's
16 and
really
1.
weird.
2 teams at 16-1 is
Oh,
egregious.
That's just not gonna happen.
No,
The
this
only
is
team I
crazy.
think that could even get 16-1 is the Bills, and I feel like that's still a stretch, or even the Colts, but that's
I got
still
the
a stretch.
Colts at
I
16-1.
don't necessarily think it's
I
gonna
don't
happen.
think 16-1, but like
I'm just making my analysis of the NFL season. So I'm not gonna go predicting the Giants to beat the Bengals because I think it has to happen. But I do to a certain extent do that. I think division I split a lot because I feel like eventually it's gonna happen. And it's easier to actually predict that to happen because they do play each other twice. So
And then Trevor, what are you thinking?
in fourth place, give me the Giants. In third place, give me the Commanders. In second place, give me the Eagles. And in first place, give me the Dallas Cowboys.
I like it.
All right, so wait, you mean to tell me all of us had the Cowboys win the division and Jack didn't?
That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny.
Like, how does that happen?
I'm just kind of realistic at this point. I don't give a shit.
he's as much of
I'm
he's a
not.
realistic fan.
I'm not.
I'm
I
like-
think, I
I'm
mean,
like fucking Tom.
Oh,
I mean, Jalen Hurts is like probably the most I don't get the hype
I
about
don't-
him.
I don't
Like
trust
I don't get the
don't-
hype, but look at the
can't really
fucking
defend.
roster.
I do not get the
I don't
hype.
trust Hurts.
AJ Brown is
Not
on the
that good,
team now.
but I don't think it's because of him.
The Eagles have fucking receivers now.
You want to
Like,
move
they're
on
gonna
to
be
the
a-
final division?
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
And
I
also,
just-
people act like mobile quarterbacks, they act like quarterbacks being mobile isn't a good thing at all. It is a bonus. It can win you games.
I just think he's over.
It is just you can't rely on your running ability as a quarterback 24/7.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you have to passing at the end of the day, passing over rushing times 10.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
that's what wins you Super Bowls.
I agree.
True. All right, so here we go. Here's where the bloodshed. All right, I got Tampa going 15-2. I think this division is easy. New Orleans 7-10. Atlanta 6-11, Carolina 3-14.
Atlanta
I-
6-11.
Atlanta could be 3-14 too, but there's a few toss-up games.
All right.
That's a bit.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I have Atlanta at 1-16.
Okay, that's fair.
Jesus
Same.
Christ, guys! Like
No,
you guys
this-
are ridiculous with these numbers.
I have
Like-
the Saints at 11-6.
Okay,
I'm
And
at 8-9.
I really
They're
like
mid.
that team.
okay.
They're
I
good at
have
Commanders.
the
Their
Bucks.
defense is
I have the
good.
Bucks at 11-6. And I have the Panthers winning this division at 13-4.
What the
no,
fuck?
no, 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 no,
Okay,
no, no,
Can,
no.
I
can, I-
think-
can I- let me say something. You think Baker Mayfield's going to be that good?
I actually think
No way.
Unless you think Sam Darnold. I have them sweeping the Giants and beating the fucking Browns, and that's
I
about
thi-
it.
I think Baker will be that good.
You can't say that with a straight face. Like you
You can't
can't.
say that.
Come on.
You can't say they're going to beat the.
I think Baker will be good enough to win in that division.
He'll put all of his
Good
effort
enough,
into
good
week one,
enough.
and then he will give up the entire year.
No,
I Straight
Good
up.
enough. If he's
Listen,
gonna, if they're gonna win 13 games, he's gotta be like fucking Jesus.
all right, if
All
they
he
win-
cares
if
about
they-
is his ego.
listen, if they stay healthy, all right, Baker will be good. You have a better O line, CMC if he's healthy.
If
All right, that's why I said if they stay healthy.
yeah, it's a
They
huge
have-
if though.
All right, shut up. They have good receivers in DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson. All right. They have I like their tight end Tommy Tremble because he's that Notre Dame guy. All right. They have good young defenders. Brian Burns is filthy. Jeremy Chin is filthy. JC Horn will be good since he's healthy now. I trust this team.
I don't
I
trust Baker. I don't trust Darnold. I don't think TMC is gonna stay healthy. Receivers are okay. Defense is pretty good, but I should have probably flipped the Carolina and Atlanta's records, but I still don't think they're gonna win more than 7 games.
I agree. 6-11.
6-11. All right, Jack. What do you think?
For the Bucks,
South.
I have 13-4, and I haven't gone far in the playoffs. I'm concerned about loss of Godwin early in the season, but I also don't think it really matters too much. As long as Brady's focused on football, he's got everyone he needs. He's gonna miss Gronk, but I mean, just look at the roster. Julio Jones is there now. I know he's not Julio Jones, but Mike Evans is still there. He's not still there. The defense is still elite. Nothing much has changed besides Brady pulling a Michael Jordan. Even if that's not exactly what happened, you get the point. And then Falcons 1-16. Trevor, I know you don't like that, but they're terrible.
They're terrible. They're not gonna win
Yeah, I
6
know
games.
they're terrible, but like, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna be, one win away from being a
Mhm.
no-win team. Like that's kind of crazy.
They probably snag a game, but
I gotta
Pick
look
another
at this
game.
because who the fuck are they beating? Yeah, I mean, I think I'm splitting Carolina, beating Chicago.
I really gave him a pity win against the Panthers. Like,
I think they split the Panthers. I think they beat Washington and Chicago, and then yeah, I made a few mistakes. They're
they
not
could beat
beating
the
the
Seahawks, I
Steelers.
guess.
Yeah, wait, they play the Seahawks?
Yeah, week 3.
That's the
Oh,
only
that's
win I
the
gave
Tank
them.
Bowl right there. That is the
Yeah,
Tank
that's
Bowl.
Seattle, though.
I am tuning in.
That's
It's in
the only
Atlanta.
win I gave them.
Says it's in Seattle.
Oh yeah, it's in Seattle. I'm stupid, but yeah, Atlanta sucks. But I think Carolina also sucks because, well, they both suck. This division is shit. But anyways, Trevor, your input.
Okay, in 4th place, I got the Atlanta Falcons. 3rd place, Tom's Carolina Panthers. In 2nd place, now I think both these teams are going to make the playoffs, these two, but I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go Saints at 2 and then Bucks at 1. I'm very high on the Saints though. I think that they are going to be definitely a playoff team, definitely the first wild card in the NFC. I mean, sure, they got Jameis Winston, but I like their coach and Dennis Allen. I mean, he's been the defensive coordinator for the Saints for a while. I think that Saints defense is still great. They got Marcus Lattimore. They still have Demarius Davis. Like they still got guys. And let's not forget that they have Michael Thomas back. Sure, he's been gone for 2 years, but the year before that, he was literally the offensive player of the year. So I'm extremely high on them, but I still got the Bucks. I mean, they got Brady, Godwin, Evans, just an all-star cast around them. But it's gonna be a tough division. I think it's either gonna be one of those two winning that division.
Yeah, you're right. So I think this brings us to the playoffs, and I would like to see. So I think we should just go seedings and then champion. Seeding Super Bowl matchup champion. Super Bowl matchup champion rather. Okay, I got the Chargers and Bucks in the Super Bowl, and I got the Chargers being the Bucks. I don't know the score, but I'll figure that out the day before it happens.
I've got Packers over Raiders.
Packers and Raiders, and obviously you have the Packers winning.
Yeah.
And that's not happening. They're not winning.
That sounds very biased.
Who's the NFC Championship matchup?
Just
Just
the third.
curious. Who's the NFC Championship matchup? Yeah, bro doesn't even know because they're gonna
Watch it
fucking
be
lose the NFC
Panthers.
Championship again. If it's the Panthers, I'm fuck.
I'd be damned. I'll be damned.
I have Tampa and Dallas.
What?
Yeah, I had them over the Panthers in the NFC Championship.
Okay, that's egregious.
Why do you have the Cowboys
my-
in the NFC Championship?
I have them beating the Rams. I don't know why. I think they're good. That offense is awesome.
They could beat the Rams, I guess, but
But they're gonna beat the Niners.
and the
I
offense
think.
isn't that awesome. Like Mike McCarthy is still the head coach. Kellen Moore is still the offensive coordinator. High ceiling, but very low floor.
I think they get that high ceiling. Just like I think the fucking Panthers get that low ass floor.
But why do you think they get the high ceiling? Like, trust me, they're not getting the high ceiling.
All right, I'll trust you.
Jalen Tolbert's our wide receiver too for the beginning of the season, by the way. Third
I
round
know.
pick out of West or South Alabama.
Western South Alabama.
No, West or South. I don't know.
West or South.
I don't even know.
Southern.
All right.
What you got in who's your Super Bowl?
I got the
Which one of us?
Bills beating the Bucks.
Bills,
Never mind.
Bucks. And Trevor?
Give me Colts Bucks.
Colts.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, and who do you have winning?
All right.
That's tough. I think
That's tough.
I think Brady wins his 8th. Give me that.
Fair enough.
Give me
I have Indy losing to Denver in the first round, but just like I have Carolina not making the playoffs or Green Bay. But that's just me.
I got Green Bay in the NFC Championship. I just think Brady is better than Rodgers.
I just think Rodgers chokes every big game.
It's gonna be
Wait,
fun.
who is-
if Rodgers choked
Who were
that.
you guys'
Falcons
wild card
fan.
teams?
Wild card in the AFC, I have Denver, Las Vegas, and Miami. NFC, Philly, Arizona, San Fran.
Broncos, Chiefs, Browns, and Cowboys, 49ers, Vikings. I think the
Bucks,
Saints could be
Vikings.
better than the Vikings for sure.
I had Bucks, Saints, Vikings, Chargers, Bengals, Broncos.
In the AFC, I had the Chargers, Dolphins, and then Bengals. And then in the NFC, I got the Saints, and then Cardinals, and then Eagles. Those are my 3 teams.
I mean, pretty solid. I think this can go a lot of ways. I mean, I think it's more important that I think the Chargers got this year. That's my takeaway. I think Herbert has an MVP season. I think that defense got a lot better. They added JC Jackson and Khalil Mack. I mean, those are 2 big ass names. And then obviously you have guys like Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, who are just solid receivers. So that's my takeaway.
My biggest worry about LA is that the receivers aren't good enough. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and then Josh Palmer.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Not the best, but they're good.
I think they're solid. That's probably their biggest, I guess, red flag. But other than that, I mean, this team is great top to bottom, back to front.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's their year just yet. Like Justin Herbert hasn't made the playoffs yet, so I don't think he's going to steamroll through the entire thing in his first year. I mean, sure, Joe Burrow did it, but hey, it doesn't happen often.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. So I think
don't
that
think they'll beat the
basically,
Bills.
I think that's about it. Who do you guys have an MVP? I think it's Herbert, but
Allen,
Herbert or Allen.
popular opinion, but
I have Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah, because you have the Colts winning
mean,
the Super Bowl.
If the dude, I didn't say the Colts were going to win the Super Bowl. I said they were going to be in the Super Bowl, but not
Super
winning it. But I mean, if Jonathan Taylor gets 2K yards and the Colts get like a fit, like if they win like 14, they go 14-3, then I think he's a lock. If they win if they're the first seed in the AFC, I think it's a lock for him. And he gets 2K yards because he's the heart and soul of that offense. And if the Colts, like I said before, if the Colts have an amazing season, then it's Taylor's to lose.
I'm gonna go
Baker
sleeper
Mayfield.
here.
Baker Mayfield is. Oh, I was gonna say Baker Mayfield is not winning MVP.
I'm gonna say Dak.
Dak.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Dak-
see it.
I think Dak wins MVP.
I think Jack's opposed to that, but it's legit. So this is
What
What
gonna
about
be a good year.
Depoy?
Depoy?
I
Fucking-
think the Cowboys won't beat the number one seed in their division, so I can't see them giving it to Dak. But I think his stats will be great. He'll be great.
Who's Depoy? I'm inclined to say Khalil Mack.
I'm gonna say Rashawn Gary.
Man, miss me with that bullshit.
Both of you are loving.
Nah, bro.
I think Rashawn Gary MVP right there. Depoy right there, not MVP. Trevor froze.
That's crazy.
Who
For
y'all two
me,
got?
I'm thinking between. There's a few. I think Joey Bosa could win it, or I think Tre'Davious White, one of those two.
I think Micah Parsons is gonna win it. Even though the Cowboys aren't gonna be like the top tier team, I think Micah Parsons is the best defensive player in the NFL. He's gonna put up numbers.
Actually, I'm not Rashawn Gary can be the best cornerback in football.
Like
Jair
Michael,
Alexander.
Jair
Michael was
Alexander.
good out of the gate, but he was not that elite guy until midway through the season, around week 9. So
Yeah,
he gets a
I
full
mean-
season of that production, that's gonna be crazy.
It's definitely up for grabs. I think Joey Bosa has a good chance because obviously he has a guy like Khalil Mack in the box with him, so it stands the pressure away from him. So we can definitely get a lot more pressures and sacks. But I mean, it's up for grabs. We'll see who usually gets it by like the 3rd or 4th week. So it's definitely tough to predict.
100%. This whole season is going to be very interesting. There's a lot of guys who can just take it away, but also there's a lot.
I think
that
if
really
I
suck.
think if anyone on the Chargers wins it, it's Derwin James.
Hendrickson is also a sleeper.
It's tough for safeties to win, I feel like.
I mean, if he has an elite season, then he'll definitely win.
Depending
I
on
do
If
what
think
team-
somehow he gets like 7 sacks, like 5 picks, and just becomes a tackle machine, then sure.
for
give it to him.
Derwin.
Yeah. But I mean,
he could
that's
definitely- he's so
I
good.
think
impo-
if the Chargers are the team that I think they're going to be, they're going to sweep the honors, like both of the awards.
Yeah, they could.
What
They also-
about
they also-
offensive?
They also
What
fucking
about
Eckler.
offensive rookie of the year though? Or actually, let's go offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the
Josh
year.
Allen. I think they give
Isn't
it
that
to him.
MVP?
No,
Offensive
it's
player of the year.
basically yeah, they have it's his own
It's
award.
weird, so
It's
think-
it's gonna be JT.
that'll be JT. Yes.
Jamar
I think it's
Chase-
Herbert.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, if it's not a quarterback.
It's gonna be Jonathan Taylor.
Watch out for Eckler too.
Eckler, I love Eckler. You know exactly how I feel about Eckler.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Jalen Tolbert.
I think
And
offensive,
come
He's
He's gonna
on.
have some opportunities.
No, he
offensive
will.
rookie of the year. I'm gonna go Jamison Williams.
Who'd you
He's
say?
not playing for a few weeks, I think 4 weeks.
Yeah,
so
he's
I
that
think it-
boy
I
is.
still think it'll be fine.
He's sitting in my fantasy reserve, so. let's hope.
I'd go Malik Willis. I think he's gonna play some time this year, and then when he actually does, he's gonna put up some stats and prove that he's a legitimate quarterback. So give
I
me
like
Malik.
that.
You got Evan Drake London.
Drake London? No, I think he'll have a good year, but I don't think not even fucking close. I'm trying to think because I'm really blanking on the fucking draft prospects.
Watch out for
Or-
Drake London to have a very productive year because
know.
Pitts is the only other option. He's gonna get double teamed a ton.
He's also he's off the gates. He got an injury. I don't know what though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive
So
rookie of
if
the
I
year.
if I were to choose one, it would be fucking. I don't know. I like Pickett, but I don't think the Steelers are gonna do well enough. So I like Pickett and Pickens. I think Pickens will be very good.
I just
What about
worry about the
defensive?
Steelers offensive line and protecting Trubisky or Pickett to even get the ball to any of those very good receivers.
Or Trubisky. I mean, to be fair, that man got paid a fuck ton of money just for nothing.
But
Can't believe someone paid him that much.
how confident are you in Trubisky beyond that line? Because we've seen that.
Yeah, we've seen fucking Trubisky.
He's literally just the gatekeeper for Kenny Pickett. They don't want to just throw him under the fire. They want him to, they want to be decent, but not just have a rookie quarterback just die. So
The literal sacrifice.
Like not
Number
not like Fields last year.
But defensive rookie of
Exactly.
the year.
Free Fields. He's
Who?
one of the most talented
Defense.
quarterbacks in the league. He has so much potential. He's so good, but he's gonna get
Defensive?
screwed.
Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson. I do
Trevor
think he was
Jack is your defensive rookie of the year.
that's a good one. I can see Aiden Hutchinson, but honestly, I might go the first overall pick, Trayvon Walker. I'm not high on him, but I just feel I don't know. He's just going to prove that there's a reason why the Jaguars wanted him that much, and he's just going to go out. I also oh my god, why am I blanking on him? Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis could have an amazing season.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jordan Davis is good.
Who do you have, Jack?
For defensive player of the year or rookie of the
Rookie
year.
of the
I did rookie.
Rookie.
And then I got Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's really good.
Good pick. I think the Lions are gonna be great because of that defense.
I think you
Yeah,
guys
step
know
up.
who
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. The best rookie
Uh,
in football is gonna be Kyle Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
No, that's I mean safeties, but
He's gonna be the
He's
best
good, but he's a
rookie in
safety.
football. He's gonna do so much. All right, let's wrap this up.
Oh, wait, hold up. One more thing. What about comeback player of the year? That's the last award.
fuck, who got hurt last year? So I'm tracing my steps too. Who the fuck got hurt last year? I'm like going through teams trying to think.
I'm gonna just say CMC. Be safe with
Okay.
that.
That's a safe pick.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. Would Zach Wilson be up for that? I don't think that's comeback, but that'd be most improved.
It'll be more
there was such
break.
thing.
Yeah, it'll be more breakout.
I'm gonna go with J.K. Dobbins.
I like Robert Woods,
Mm.
Not
a wide
terrible.
receiver one for Tennessee. I mean, everyone's ganged up on Henry, but I like Robert Woods. I think he's a good receiver.
I think
Could've had a-
Barkley.
Barkley, that's a good one. I like
I mean,
Dobbins,
I think
McCaffrey,
he's-
Barkley.
I think yeah, sure, the Giants are gonna suck, but I mean, if Barkley can stay healthy and not die under that offensive line, then he could have a good season.
He's so talented, it's ridiculous.
I absolutely
He's so
agree.
disrespected. I like
It's
people
crazy.
are just leaving this man out of like S tier running backs when he's up there with McCaffrey and Henry for being the most talented running back in NFL.
Yeah.
Like he can literally do it all.
He's the definite, he's what you would make in Madden.
Yeah. Fuck, I like Barkley a lot. I hate the Giants, but I like Barkley so much. So I'm just hoping. Yeah. So I think that does it for the NFL predictions episode. We'll be back after week 1 or to give our thoughts about that and to see that the Panthers really do suck. But anyways, we're back and we're back for good. So I'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.